Bible-believing Christians, the answer is simple. Anyone who does not follow in the teachings of Christ does not have God. The Jews are godless. The Muslims are godless. The Buddhists are godless. Anybody who does not believe in Christ has no God. It is the bitter truth. Question. The Jehovah's Witnesses believe that Christ is a creation and not God. They are antichrists. The Mormons believe almost the same thing. They are antichrists. The Muslims believe that Christ was a prophet and not God. They have the spirit of the Antichrist. The Jews, not all of them, thank God, rejected and killed Christ. They have the spirit of the Antichrist. The Buddhists accept Jesus as a guru or a master, but not as the Messiah or Son of God. So they have the spirit of the Antichrist. The Rosicrucians, the Hare Krishnas, and all non-Christian religions have the spirit of the Antichrist. All atheists and people that are agnostics have the spirit of the Antichrist. Again, every spirit that does not acknowledge that Jesus Christ came in the flesh is not from God. This is the spirit of the Antichrist. So now, we can easily recognize all the occults. This is the formula. I'm attempting to alarm you somewhat because we know that the New World Order is conspiring to serve to us one religion. We know that a universal religion, one centralized government, a universal credit card, a mark, they are unavoidable. The Bible tells us so. The spirit of Antichrist has found a great ally in ecumenism, a great falsehood. Let's all religions join hands for the sake of peace. Peace with the spirit of Antichrist? And I read you a poem from a Masonic author, J.C.M. Ward. Bacchus died and rose again. On the golden Syrian plain, Osiris rose from out of his grave, and thereby mankind did save. Adonis likewise did shed his blood by the yellow Syrian flood. Zoroaster brought to birth Mithra from his cave, and we today in Christian lands can join hands. Well, in modern America today, this organization believes in the Babylonian mysteries. America today is joining hands with pagan gods because last year $1 billion was spent on books in occultic New Age shops. America and the world today is once again joining hands with idolatry because we gave up our spiritual weapons. The New Age movement is nothing new. It is as old as Lucifer because he is their God. It is the old Gnosticism that St. Paul talks to Timothy about. It takes bits and pieces from every religion and it keeps snowballing. It accepts philosophies from old pagan Babylonian religions. It does not reject Christianity altogether. It chooses some truths and rejects some others, and that's what makes it so dangerous. Today, always with the help of the devil, Gnosticism is presenting its ugly head was the New Age movement. The New Age movement is a title that refers to a worldview, a philosophy of life that millions of people hold. New Agers hold to pantheism, a belief that everything is God, that is, God is all and all is God. Through mystical experiences or techniques, they alter their state of consciousness. They alter their psychic state, always by the help of the demons that they invite into their body. It would be impossible this evening to even begin to scratch the surface of this beast. Again, our test for them is that they do not believe Jesus Christ was the Son of God, but as a New Age teacher who realized that he was God and reached perfection. This is a little vague. They do accept him as God, but then again they accept themselves as God and everybody and everything as God. This is idolatry. Jesus was perfect God even at the age of 1 day old. He did not perfect. He was always God. So, with our test given to us by St. John the Divine, we are proving that they are antichrists. They have the spirit of Antichrist. The components of the New Age include every technique you can imagine. Black magic, witchcraft, spiritism, yoga, silver mind control, mystical experiences using drugs, LSD, out-of-body experiences, and channeling, psychic healing, holistic therapies, acupressure, homeopathy. These practices have been developed from the teachings of many ancient cultures and are blended with modern occultism. New Agers, of course, practice astrology and use crystal balls because they believe God is a form of an energy. God, our ever-loving Father, knowing all this, is warning us about this type of thing in Deuteronomy 18:9-12. Let no one be found among you who practices divination or sorcery, interprets omens, engages in witchcraft, or one who casts spells, or who is a medium, or a spiritist, or who consults the dead. Anyone who does these things is detestable to the Lord. Christians, by ignoring the Bible, are now becoming demonized because that's what channeling is all about. Channeling is a New Age term for spirit possession, where a willing channel or medium relinquishes his mind and body to an invading spirit who then possesses and controls that person as a mouthpiece to give its own teachings. I quote from the book of John Ankerberg. Some of the most prominent spirits in America today, demonic spirits, and Hollywood, are Lazarus, Mafu, Seth, Saint Germain, and Ramtha. Profits from channel seminars are up to $500 million a year. Shirley MacLaine is the most visible New Age proponent. Her miniseries reached millions and inspired thousands to take up channeling. Helen Reddy, Marsha Mason, Lisa Bonet, Tina Turner, Paul Horn, Sharon Gless of Cagney and Lacey, Linda Evans of Dynasty, Joyce DeWitt of Three's Company follow the guidance of these spirits and attribute their success to them. McDonald's restaurants are offering tarot card readings, and seances and necromancy are being promoted in some elementary schools. The problem here is that with this amount of money involved, even traditionally clean-cut organizations, TV shows, public networks, and corporations are jumping on the bandwagon to share in the profits. By doing this, they enhance the coming of the Antichrist. These spirits are claiming that they are good and friendly, warm spirits. Their victims receive blessings from them, exciting revelations, loving encounters, protection from dangers, and any other lie that they can convince them of. In essence, the Bible classifies them as unclean spirits, and their only purpose is to deceive, control, and destroy the Christian beliefs of their poor victims. So, channeling is demon possession, and unfortunately, it is now practiced by quite a few Protestant and evangelical pastors in the churches. These ascended masters, I found out now, were hovering over Napoleon Hill when he wrote Think and Grow Rich, The Power of Positive Thinking, Positive Mental Attitude, or Positive Mental Attitude, Power from Within. These are very egocentric and humanistic views to success. Orthodox Christians believe that everything good comes from above, from the God of lights, and not from within. If I brainwash myself by repetition and hypnosis that I am positive, eventually I will begin to act in a certain way. All sales seminars and marketing schools are full of these concepts. Born-again Christian super salesman Zig Ziglar makes $10 million a year pushing PMA, Positive Mental Attitude seminars. Robert Schuller, in his Crystal Cathedral, encourages some Eastern meditation and possibility thinking. Again, all of the above are detestable to God. New Agers use some verses out of the Bible which would be used as bait to attract some unsuspecting Christians. One very slanderous teaching is the lost years of Jesus. They are claiming that Jesus studied in India from years 12 until year 30. That is another invention of the devil. We can see it very clearly only if we read the scriptures. He stayed in Nazareth after his baptism. When he began to preach in Nazareth, the other Nazarenes were astonished. Where is this wisdom coming from? Isn't he the son of Joseph, the carpenter, and Mary,